Envelope number 2 is before you. Open up its contents and follow along with this story. I, Bob Miller, am a musician. Playing in a band can, at times, be rather exhausting. But the reason I'm tired today has nothing at all to do with music. It all happened yesterday when I was afforded a rare privilege. I am the first person to take an official tour of the 1964 New York World's Fair. It began with an exciting helicopter ride viewing the fair from above. Then an escorted trip to many of the beautiful pavilions. And even more exciting, I was the first official passenger on the fabulous monorail. Finally, I had dinner at the glamorous restaurant with a panoramic view, the top of the fair. I must say I'm lucky to have had a preview of what millions of people will be seeing in the next 2 years. Signed, Bob Miller. We'll continue this game in just a moment after this message.
Super Suds gives you the brightest, whitest wash of any leading powder detergent. Just add water and save. Super Suds has a better brightener and whitener formula. That's why it gives you a brighter, whiter wash than any leading powder detergent. Just add water and save.
This portion of To Tell the Truth was brought to you by Super Suds. The next portion of To Tell the Truth is brought to you by Q-Tips Cotton Swabs. Q-Tips, the safety swab. And here once again is your host, Bud Collier.
Thank you very much, Jack. Now, panel, these two gentlemen all claim to be Bob Miller, a musician who just completed a whirlwind tour of the 1964 New York World's Fair. We start the cross-examination with Nancy Dussault. Nancy?
Number 2, why were you selected to take this tour?
To Tell the Truth was invited out, and I was lucky enough to be the one invited by To Tell the Truth.
Number 1, how did they find you?
Through the local 802 files.
Number 3, what instrument do you play?
I play saxophone.
What instrument do you play, number 2?
Piano.
Number 1?
Drums.
Oh, I had something going here. How many restaurants, number 3, are out at the fair?
There's a good many. I don't know exactly how many. No.
Did you get all over the whole area? Or
Yes. Covered the whole fair.
Number 2, did you see the sleep center they have there?
No, I didn't get to that.
Did you, number 1?
I don't remember it.
Barry.
Where is the food pavilion, number 2?
I couldn't find it.
Did you, number 1? Did you see the food pavilion?
No, I did not.
No. Well, it isn't up yet, I don't think. Number 3, now, if someone were to go by foot through the fair, how many days or hours would it take him to see everything?
I imagine about 35 hours to do the whole thing.
Number 2, you didn't answer that question of how many restaurants there are at the fair.
I did not answer it. There are over 100.
I don't think, were you?
There are over 100, I believe.
Over 100. What number 1, what was the most diverting thing that you saw at the fair?
That's a good question. Yes. there's so much there, it would be hard to answer that truthfully.
And Sharon.
Thank you, Bud. Number 2, you said that you took a helicopter ride above the fairgrounds. Did you fly out there in a helicopter?
Yes.
From where?
From the bottom of Manhattan Island.
Number 3, you say that To Tell the Truth invited people out, and you were chosen among these people. How many people did they take?
I was chosen as one guest.
As one guest? Were there other guests?
There were.
Oh, yes.
Sam.
Number 3, exactly where did the helicopter leave from? A rooftop in New York? Number 3. Heliport down at the tip of Manhattan.
Where is it?
The heliport, tip of Manhattan.
What street?
I think it's down at the Battery.
You mean they landed you from a helicopter and you went into a helicopter? You didn't know what street. Number 2, what was the monorail all about?
The monorail is an inverse form of a subway where the track is above the train rather than below it. And supposedly it'll eliminate the great rush and crowdedness of subways.
How do you get in and out of it?
From a platform.
Is it a moving platform or a still platform?
From what I could see, it's a appeared to be a still platform.
Were you the only one on the monorail? As a guest here?
I was not the only one on the monorail, no.
That's all we have time for. But it is time for you now to mark your ballot. That I urge you to do, if you will, immediately without change and, of course, no consultation, as you know, as you select number 1, number 2, or number 3. As soon as all ballots are marked, are they now? Yes. There goes the last one. Okay, we'll find out how our panelists voted in just a moment after this word about Q-tips.
Boy, bath time and mom's out. Must be a better way. Of course, Q-tips, the safety swab. Sterilized Q-tip swabs are baby soft, baby safe, because Q-tip swabs and only Q-tip swabs give you this extra cushion at the tip with a special twist to hold it firmly on the stick. Even this firm. See? The tip holds firm. Q-tips, the safety swab. Lucky girl, no diaper rash. Her mommy uses Vaseline petroleum jelly. She applies a continuous film often, a moisture barrier against wet diaper irritation to help prevent diaper rash. Watch. We coat one strainer with baby lotion, the other with a continuous film of Vaseline petroleum jelly, then add water. Baby lotion lets water through, but not Vaseline petroleum jelly. Applied as directed, its moisture barrier helps prevent diaper rash.
Very well, panel, you've marked your ballots, as I saw, the one you think is the real Bob Miller. Nancy, for whom did you vote?
Gee, I didn't find out much. I didn't ask too sharp a question. I voted for number 2. Whoops, upside down. For number 2.
Barry, what is your choice?
Well, number 2 would have been, it was very tempting to vote for him. Number 3 said 35 hours it would take to see the fair, and it's really estimated it would take 12 days, 12 hours a day to cover the whole fair. I voted for number 1. I don't know. I don't think he's a drummer now that I think about it, but he looks a little as though he has seen awesome things and wonders that he dares not even tell us about here.
May I change my vote? And Sheridan, which one do you think it is?
Oh, well, Bud, I didn't get a single clue either, but because number 3 played saxophone, I voted for him.
Well, you have a special love for saxophone players?
Dan, with which one are you talking
I went
about?
on the enthusiasm, the tone of voice, like kids who come in school have to tell where to be show and tell. And I think that number 2 seemed to be most enthusiastic of what you've seen. The others, like they read it from a catalog. I went for number 2. He seemed to be most excited about his
Right, that makes it 2 for number 2, 1 for 1, and 1 for 3. With that, we go into our special charm circle where the truth lies alone, and we'll find out who's right and who's wrong immediately as we learn which one of these gentlemen was among the first to be afforded the privilege of touring the 1964 New York World's Fair. Will the real Bob Miller please stand up?
Oh, come on.
Oh. Oh, 3.
Can't see us lose anymore.
Yeah, all I can say, panel, you've forgotten the date. This is April the 1st. April Fool. And we went to a great deal of trouble, believe me, to work this out for you and play this April Fool's joke on you. We found 3 men with the same name. All 3 are legitimately musicians. They play the instruments they say they did, and we arranged to take all 3 on a tour of the fair, helicopter ride and all. So, actually, the story is true about all 3 of them in every way. There you go. Something. Rod, I don't even believe you anymore. I've shattered that, have I? It was good fun, just for the looks on your face. Believe me, it was a moment.
They didn't go to the fair?
Yes, they all went. Everything that was said was absolutely true about each one.
Well, I was right once.
I couldn't be wrong. Number 1, Bob Miller, number 1. What instrument do you play, and just where are you from?
I play drums, and I'm from Babylon, Long Island.
And we go then to number 2. What instrument do you really play, Bob Miller, and where?
I play the piano, primarily contemporary classical music. I'm from New York City.
Contemporary class.
Thank you. And number 3.
I do play sax, and I'm from Westfield, New Jersey.
Well, it was a great pleasure to have all three of you here, believe me. And since all the panelists were both right and wrong, I'll tell you what we're going to do as part of this April Fool's thing. I'm going to award them the entire amount, if you don't mind. And so, if we unanimously wrong, $400 coming your way. And our sincere thanks to all three Bob Millers for helping us play our little April Fool's show. Goodbye, and God bless you. We'll be back in just a moment, but now a word about Anacin.